This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. In front of me at the start of 2022 is too slick Chris Kongo. Still slick, Chris?
Always, you know me.
Well, listen, one place to start, Chris, before wishing you Happy New Year, is that, you've signed a big deal with Boxer and Sky Sports. You know Sky Sports very well. You've boxed there a lot, and you've done a new promotional deal with Boxer. So just tell the fans and myself why you've chosen Boxer.
For me, why I've chosen Boxer, obviously it's like a gap in the market between the promoters, and obviously Boxer's been around for a while, but now they've got the big platform on Sky. Sky is the biggest platform still in the UK currently. So I think it was just a good move for me.
I'm sure you had lots of options on the table. Was it a tough decision to make?
Not really. I think it was an easy one for me, but I probably still had options out there, but I just think this was the best deal for me at the time, you know.
And have they given you a projected fight date yet?
Not yet. We're just still working, but I'm gonna stay ready just in case. And like I said, I'm always here anyway, so regardless, I'm always in the gym.
Well, there's a whole host of welterweights in this country. Of course, a couple of them do fight on Sky, some on BT, some on DAZN. So what have Boxer and Sky said about getting those big fights that I'm sure you crave in 2022?
They've said that they'll try and make it happen, you know, but it's all down to the promoters, if the promoters want to work with each other. And, you know, that's been a big deal. It's been hard. You see it with obviously, I'm not at a level where it's a big fight when you're talking about people like Joshua and Furies and stuff. I'm not at that level yet. So maybe it can happen, but let's see, you know. We just got to wait and see until the time comes.
Well, one fight I will ask you about is the current British title holder in Echo Esserman. I'm sure that is a fight that you would go for, not in terms of just purely because it's Echo or personal or anything like that, but the British title is something that I'm sure you desire, and he holds it. So surely he's got a target on his back in terms of the welterweights in this country at the moment.
100%. I mean, I'm back now. Back in full effect, and I'm ready to go. And like I said, all these guys, they've been active, staying active. I haven't been active. I'm the least active out of all the welterweights, and I still want to fight them. So that shows you what kind of character I come in this game, you know. And yes, I would love the opportunity to fight for the British title. Can the promoters make it happen? We can only wait and see. But yeah, once I get a few fights out the way, I'll definitely be looking at that title, because that's something that I really want to achieve and get.
Well, someone else who hasn't been active is, of course, Josh Kelly, who's with Wasserman, and they've been doing their shows with Boxer on Sky. So naturally, people, when you did sign with Boxer, naturally people were putting that fight together. You've both been inactive. You're both well known as well. So again, that could be a more natural fight to make. I'm sure you've thought about that fight with Josh Kelly.
Definitely. You know what? My mate was looking at all the comments, and he was like, right, everyone's saying that you should fight Josh Kelly because you've both been inactive, and it makes sense. And I believe that does make sense. That's a fight that I would love to take as well. And Boxer are also working with Wasserman, and they're doing shows on Sky too. So that's definitely something I'll be looking at, and that's something that I'll definitely be happy to make happen, you know. So that will probably be the first option out of all the welterweights. Definitely to fight Josh Kelly, but all depends, because he said he was moving up to 154. He'll move down for the right fight, and I'm still here, man. I'm still making the weight. I'm good, so I ain't got no problems. We can make it happen.
How do you feel like you're developing under Ben Davison, and what's your bond like together now?
Oh, it's been great. Since we come back from Vegas, that was a good little trip. Since we come back from there, we've just been working together behind the scenes. And what I noticed about Ben, he hasn't tried to change my style. He just had to add little things to it and just get my mind working at all times. Keep me thinking, you know. Keeps me on my toes. So always knowing what the next move is. Always knowing when to do stuff at the right time as well. So that's the main thing, and as a coach, I'm learning and he's teaching. That's all that counts.
Well, absolutely, a fantastic year last year. So you're in good hands here with Ben and Barry, of course. How would you give me your honest opinion at the moment, taking Khan and Brook out of the equation? What would be your top 3, top 5 welterweights in this country?
Me, number 1, No, nobody, as a welterweight, everyone believes they're the best. I believe I'm the best, regardless. So I'll definitely put myself up there, number one. Obviously, you have to go for Conor Benn as number two because he's been active, he's been fighting, and he's beating the right guys they're putting in front of him, and he's still undefeated. So it'll definitely be Conor Benn next. Then for me personally, I would actually put Echo Esserman number three. Then I'll put Josh Kelly number four. So that's my sort of top four fighters in the welterweight division, and I would all mix with them all. So I'm game for any fight.
I bet you are. Listen, Chris, wish you a massive 2022. Hopefully you can secure them big fights. Well done on your move with Boxer and Sky Sports. Just before we close off, I will get your quick opinion on a big Sky show on pay-per-view with Khan and Brook. Is it hard to pick that fight? Because they're both, we can say, at the end of their careers. So is it difficult to pick a winner in that one?
It is, because Khan, you didn't really see much in his last fight. That was with, who was his last fight against?
That was in Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi? Okay, I didn't see that. But the fight prior to that was the fight I saw against Crawford. Yeah. And he didn't really do much after the fifth round or sixth round. I don't know. Me personally, from what I see it as, I feel like he quit. But with Kell Brook as well, he was looking good for the first round or two, then he got clipped. But boy, I don't know. It all depends. Timing beats speed. Khan's got the speed, and Kell Brook's got good timing. So it all depends, man. But for me personally, I'm gonna go for Kell Brook to do it.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you'll be at the fight, or you might be on the card. Who knows?
Possibly. Let's see. You know.
Chris Kongo, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and as I said before, wish you a massive 2022.
Thank you. Cheers.